Jane Schwartz in Langhorne, mowing customer. So scope of work's going to be pretty typical from what we usually do on a yearly basis. A couple minor tweaks. Probably the bamboo portion of it's about standard. It's pretty overgrown. But as far as like trimming bushes out front was actually done. She had a tree company come out for this and something else, and then at the same time they trimmed up a lot of bushes. So a lot of that is actually done. So a lot of the work that we normally do, we don't have to mess with. So starting in the backyard, I don't know if we went heavy on the mulch or what's going on right here, but a lot of washout of the mulch into these stones. She didn't even say anything, but let's try to clean this up and get rid of it or whatever. And then this whole area, she used to have a flower garden. She got rid of it, so just mulch this entire area. And then all here is just busted out. This grass stuff can stay, but all this like foreign vine thing growing through it, not vine, but the growth that's foreign that isn't this grassy, yank that out and leave all the grassy. All this can go, and then fresh mulch back here. This is nuts edge, so use the nuts edge spray. I wouldn't pull it because when you pull it, the seeds spread. I would just string trim it down a little bit low, and then spray it, and then put the mulch on top, and that should do it. You don't got to go heavy with the mulch there. It's kind of light. Here, go obviously heavier because there's nothing there. And then all the grassies you can pretty much leave alone. Any growth that you see on the stone, if you can try to string trim it out, maybe just kind of clean up a little bit if it's possible, like blow lightly to get some of the junk off of the stone. All this stuff that's down, kind of rake that out when we do it. And then the bamboo is our usual. So you pretty much want to, same as every year, but you'll see where the dark green bamboo is. That's the more mature bamboo. And then all this other stuff is new growth. So basically you want to cut all the bamboo so that it's kind of like a bookend squared off. Again, you'll see it. It's pretty obvious in person where the height is that we want to take it to. All that new stuff, cut it out. Anything that's like tall and leaning in here, cut it out. A chainsaw, I guess, would probably work. I don't know. I've used in the past. You could use loppers. It's pretty thick, but they're not super fat. So hedge clippers will probably not work. I would assume, but I'm not sure. Probably chainsaw or loppers and things of that sort. So yeah, so that's that for the backyard. Again, all this bamboo hanging over and all that crap. Trim all that back. Probably leave all this alone. We could maybe put a little bit of mulch in here just to clean it up. This area, I would just string trim a little bit. Like anything funky there, just to like lightly clean it up. All right. Moving to the front. Just have to let her know so she can unlock the gate when we're coming and all. But and then over here, you probably want to also cut what you can in there, but a lot of it I would cut from here with maybe a 6-foot ladder or whatever, standing up. Just cut all here. Again, the whole thing wants to be squared off perfectly. And then back here, cut whatever, cut. So net of it, you want all the bamboo to be squared off. That's our usual stuff we do. And then moving to the front, this is where a lot of it's done. Like, don't need to trim any bushes, don't need to cut this grassy back that we did. You don't need to put any mulch in this area, but there will be mulch needed up here, and then weeding. So I would weed this out, put some mulch down, weed all this out, put some mulch down. Weeds aren't terrible or anything, but clean them up. Any farm growth coming from the ground cover, you can yank up, like that little spout yank, that little whatever yank, leave the ground cover. No trimming of any bushes, no trimming a bush up there. Usually we trimming all these, usually vines, forget all that, all good. Clean up the sticks, debris, weed all this out, mulch it. Weed all that out, mulch it. Let me just look at that down here. Shouldn't really say, but maybe try to blow out some of these leaves and crap from her to help her out and clean her up. Then moving up here, I would string trim, kind of border that out. Weed this out, mulch it. I would string trim here to edge that out. Yank that guy. She asked if we can put a little bit of mulch in here. Don't go crazy. So I would rake and blow out some of the droppings and such that are in here. Try to get that out with a rake and a blower and all that. And then just lightly kind of like sprinkle in some mulch, just looking to where it's kind of open, you can see some mulch and not just ground. You could string trim here very lightly, just kind of edge it out. Wouldn't worry about any mulch there where the grasses go, and then just, again, a couple sprinkles of mulch there, all good. No trimming here. And then the last thing we do is the paver sand. Forget where our hose is, but you'll need probably a broom and a hose. So you gotta like dump the sand, kind of sweep it into the cracks, and it's got to be paver sand, and then hose it down to kind of sink it into the, just looking to a little bit of gaps where it's kind of opened up, just trying to fill that in essentially. And that's it.